Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS. Continuing on with MLB Wednesday, doing Cubs Rays in this one, but we'll go through every single game on the board on the live show. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we'll be live going through the MLB day games. Then we'll be live again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, WNBA, NBA Finals, then the MLB night games. So if you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. Cubs, Rays in Tampa. Let's go.
Welcome to the SWUS. The SWUS. SWUS. Hey, get the SWUS.
All right, like I said, Cubs are down in Tampa to play the Rays. Rays are short home favorites here, minus 120. Total sitting at 8. We got Javier Assad, who's been struggling recently. He's on the mound for the Cubs. Aaron Civale pitching for the Rays. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we got to lean on the Cubs both ways. 2.61 to 2.05 Cubs through 5 innings. Final score 4.89 to 3.85 Cubs. So let's take a look at this matchup, and we'll start with the Cubs bats, who have definitely been mediocre, I guess. You see in the last 30 days, 25th, 27th, and 26th. But if you shrink the sample size down to the last 14 days, they've actually been pretty good. If you look at their numbers against right-handed pitching, better than that. In the last 14 days, 8th in WRC+, 9th in OPS, 9th in WOBA. So the Cubs getting to righties a little bit. Their numbers on the road, again, really average. I mean, in the last 30 days, 18th, 18th, 17th. In the last 14 days, 16th, 15th, 16th. The last 4 righty starters to pitch against the Cubs, a 5.30 ERA. So they are getting to righty starters a bit, which is a good sign. I mean, that's not an explosion, but they are getting some runs across. Let's take a look at the game logs here. Here are the righty starters that have pitched against the Cubs recently. I don't know why it says Frankie Montas twice. Obviously, that's not supposed to be there, but they crushed him. They crushed Frankie Montas. He didn't even make it out of the second. They also got to Hunter Green, got to Eric Fedde a little bit. I mean, not a crazy amount, 3 runs in 5 innings. Didn't get to Flexen, but before that, got to Hunter Green again, got to Graham Ashcraft. So the Cubs, like I said, they're getting some runs across on righty starters. Bad news, though, Aaron Civale has pitched great against the Cubs in all 3 of his career starts against them. 3 career starts against the Cubs. He's got a 1.62 ERA, 1.14 whip. 5.39 expected FIP indicates he had some good luck, though. And if you look at Aaron Civale's numbers as of late, I mean, mediocre at best. On the season, he's got a 5.51 ERA. A little bit better than that lately. His last 2 starts, 4.35 ERA, 4.34 expected FIP. I mean, pretty average. He's definitely struggled at home, though. His last 4 home starts, he's got a 6.98 ERA. Here are his game logs here. The Orioles rocked him. He actually pitched well against the Orioles in the start before that in Baltimore. He actually pitched well against the Royals, too. But Toronto crushed him. Boston was able to score on him. White Sox gave him problems. Mets absolutely smoked him as well. So as a whole, Civale hasn't been that reliable. There are a couple nice starts in there, though. Good news for Aaron Civale. His main pitch is the cutter, and the Cubs have not been hitting that pitch. 27th in baseball against the cut fastball in the last 30 days. The Cubs, they're also not really hitting sinkers, which is Aaron Civale's second most frequently used pitch. So pitch mix numbers looking nice for Civale. Overall, I don't trust him, but I don't have a ton of faith in the Cubs bats either. I think we can chalk this up to 5 innings, 3 runs, something pretty average. 5 innings, 3 runs. That's what I'm thinking here for this matchup. On the other side, we got the Rays bats, and this is just an abomination, man. In the last 30 days, this is one of the worst lineups in baseball. 26th in WRC+, 30th in OPS, 29th in WOBA. Against right-handed pitching, even worse than that. In the last 30 days, again, arguably the worst lineup in baseball against righties. 28th, 30th, and 30th. How have they been hitting at home? Absolutely terrible. Worst home lineup in baseball in the last 30 days. 30th across the board. You can see the last 7 righty starters to pitch against the Rays combined for a 2.78 ERA and an 0.84 whip. And that's excellent news for Javier Assad, who really needs to get a good start under his belly. He's having a great season. On the season, he's got a 2.74 ERA and a 1.22 whip, but look at his last 4 starts. 5.66 ERA, whip up at 1.65. He's really been struggling as of late. His last 2 road starts in particular, 7.59 ERA, 1.59 whip. So 2 bad road starts in a row. Here are his game logs. You can see really struggled against the Reds in Cincinnati. They crushed them. You know what? The Reds are hitting a lot of righty starters as of late, though. Struggled with the Cardinals in St. Louis, and the Cardinals haven't even been hitting like that. But you know what? That's over 2 weeks ago. The Cardinals were hitting a lot better back then. Give them some credit for that. Before that, the Braves hit them, and Braves haven't even been hitting. So definitely not. This is a rough 4-game stretch here. for Javier Assad. The thing is, if we pulled up this same chart for like the 7 starts before this, he was excellent. The 7 starts before those 4, he was pitching so well. He just really hit a rough patch. So this is such a huge start for him against the Rays. I mean, really an opportunity to get a good start under his belt. Like I said, the Rays haven't been hitting sinkers also, which helps him. 26th in Major League Baseball against a sinker in the last 30 days, which is Assad's most frequently used pitch. So the question is, do I trust Javier Assad to pitch a good game here? And I think we can trust him. I mean, I don't think he's going to go out and light it up, but I think he should be able to hold his own against Tampa that isn't touching righty starters right now. So I have a slight lean on the Cubs through the first 5. When we get to the bullpen matchup, pretty even. On the last 30 days, the Cubs bullpen has been slightly better. You can see they haven't been that good on the road, though, but the Rays bullpen has been trash at home, so kind of a wash there. Offensively, the Cubs have been much better than the Rays in the late innings. So from an inning 6+, I'll give the edge to the Cubs. And then you add on the fact that the Rays just used, I think it's Adam, Clevenger, and Armstrong, I think are the 3 arms they used, which means the Rays bullpen is going to be a little bit on the tax side for this one. So tell me why we shouldn't take the Cubs here. I mean, what's this price? It's still plus money? Plus 100. Tell me why we shouldn't take them. I mean, the Cubs probably should have won last night, or tonight, I should say, just a few hours ago. I'm leaning towards the Cubs. I haven't pulled the trigger on this one yet, but I think I'm going to go Cubs money line here at the plus 100. It'll be Cubs or pass for me. Like I said earlier, live shows, 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, MLB day games. 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we'll do WNBA, NBA Finals, and MLB night games. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. If you want my top bets or top bets from anyone on the staff here, head over to KyleKirms.com and sign up for Sauce Network Plus. Comes with the top bets, access to the Discord, and you can participate in our weekly betting league. $100 a week to the winner. It's been fun. It's our second day. It's been a lot of fun. So head over to the website if you're interested in that. Let's have ourselves a nice Wednesday. Looks like Tuesday night's going to be a losing one for me, but I might bounce back with some wins here. We'll see. But definitely not a great Tuesday night for me. So let's bounce back on Wednesday. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.